SoFi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They kick the running back in motion. Burrow out of the shotgun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. A 28-yard pickup there, and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Burrow from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up second down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to win it.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Right 80.
Back-to-back carries here. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
11 empty. Here we go. Right 80. Right shot.
Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here
Throwing is Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
we go.
They'll try and punch it in. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He finds space for a few yards that time. Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Okay,
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
19, get it. Viking 18, Warriors 17, go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. It's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now try and right with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Burrow. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
Running back sent in motion left. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits him on the out route. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. The Bengals are out in front. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now again running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they forced this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
He has tried quite a few kicks in his time in the NFL, Kate, but a little extra excitement, I think, from everybody on the field. You don't get many chances to set a new career long. He took a shot, and he delivered.
He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. John, well done there.
And he gets this down near the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Go!
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
They'll run here on 1st down. A lot of space ahead. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
All set to go now from the 35.
Gun.
Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. He hits the opening for about 9 yards, but still 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This is 3rd down.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play.
Here we go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Burrow now on 1st down. Jump off cup on his back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Here we go. Stop.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send them backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front. But it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Very short kick here from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
His return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. He's got room to roam. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, now a chance to add to this lead.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. That's Cup on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm wondering.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
180. Got.
Sending him on the time. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We dealing with
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
Finds him over the middle. 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
This is caught. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MP. Hey. 180.
Burrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Play action now. Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 22. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Gun.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Burrow setting to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman. And that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him. But he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating. And most importantly, his teammates right by.
Score one for the big boys, baby. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
At the 26-yard
Hawk
line.
70. Hawk 70.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by
The
him.
49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he brings it in. They go for two and the tie, and it works out. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On one, ready?
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go. Righty. Righty side.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Still has room inside the 15. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
The kicker on for
Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here from the gun. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. On the gun on 3rd down. It's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Burrow on 1st down. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
And send him over right. working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense. The guy that's...
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut it to 1 late in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our fourth quarter. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
7-5. Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Here's a throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Throwing now off the play action. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Quick pass right side, complete. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3- to 4-point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's Thornton on the return. Dodge the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. This is Cook. That's Cook. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Running back sent in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
One more, ready?
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Plowing up the middle. Jukes away from him. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ready? It's hot. 11. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Stop. Ready? Stop.
On second and 10, Burrow again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
It's the first down, and he's still going. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. So in read the gift to McCaffrey. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go. 60 by trap 60, trap 60. Drag him 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He's going to throw this one. That's completed right side. And he will get this inside the 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
Ready.
Throwing it on second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Line up the design keeper. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers going for the win here.
Come on, come on.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Go.
He's keeping it. Gotta get it forward.
Ready, ready.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Go. Ready.
McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers have taken the lead late. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's Thornton on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Done. Big.
Here he is to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
11, here we go.
He'll look to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in, coverage-wise, to every route combination they're trying to throw?
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock.
Ready.
Here's a design run. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers.